Hi everyone and welcome to the 8th part of my review on the 11 Doctors figure set, and now we have came to a very special figure, and it is our very first 8th Doctor figure. This is, as we saw, the 8th Doctor in the 1996 TV movie with Eric Roberts as the Master, and this figure also comes with a sonic screwdriver accessory. I don't need to do any comparisons with other figures in this review because, like I said, it's our first 8th Doctor figure. I'm not sure if it is an exclusive to the 11 Doctors figure set, but in my opinion it has been well worth the wait. And now I'm going to start Now, in my opinion, this figure has an absolutely brilliant likeness to Paul McGann. The only thing I don't like about the head on this figure is the fact that the hair has been painted black instead of brown, because in every single photo I've seen of the 8th Doctor from the TV movie, his hair was brown and not black, like the figure's hair is, unfortunately. But it still looks really good in my opinion. From the side it looks like him, from the front it looks like him, and the hair has also been very nicely sculpted, but like I said before, it should have been painted brown in my opinion. The head is removable. You can take it off quite easily. You can do some head swaps with other figures. I'll just put his head back on. It's not as easy to remove as the 7th Doctor's figure's head. His clothes are very good as well, especially his waistcoat, which has lots of patterns on it, and also a chain which is silver, and also 2 sets of buttons. He's also wearing a grey cravat at the top, and also there is a white shirt underneath. And if we take a look at his jacket, we can see that it's got the red bits here and 2 sets of buttons, one on this side and one on that side. And there's also 2 buttons on the back here. It's also got lots of creases on it, which helps to make it look very lifelike. When I saw the prototype of this figure in pictures, I thought the green on the jacket was just way too bright, but fortunately the dark green on the actual figure is more closer to black than green, so it does look the right colour in. His trousers are quite nice as well. I don't have much to say about them because they're just grey, but they have been very nicely sculpted. They look very lifelike, especially at the bottom here where they've got all the creases near the shoes. His shoes are quite nice and shiny as well. They look very realistic. I think they've got some laces on them as well. Now I'm going to go through the articulation. His head can go from side to side, and once again it can be removed easily. The arms can do a 360 degree turn from the shoulders. They can swivel 360 degrees at the biceps. The arms can also bend up at the elbows, and both hands can swivel 360 degrees. Lower body articulation now. He can turn from the waist a bit stiff at the moment on my one though. The legs can also move backwards and forwards on the top, move outwards but not too far because the jacket stops them from going out to a long distance. The legs can also swivel 360 degrees at the thighs, and they can also bend at the knees. And that's all I have to say for the detail and articulation of this figure. Overall, I think it really is a brilliant addition to my collection. I'm really happy with it, and it's so nice that we finally have an 8th Doctor figure in our collection, especially one as excellent as this. And I hope that we see some more figures from the 1996 TV movie in the future, like perhaps the Master, or maybe even the 8th Doctor's TARDIS as a playset, which would be amazing. And out of 10, I give the first 8th Doctor figure from the 1996 TV movie a very well earned 9.5 out of 10, because as I've said before, it's got brilliant detail, great articulation, and a brilliant likeness to Paul McGann. However, I do think that the hair on this figure should have been painted brown instead of black. But this review is not over yet, because now I'm going to review his sonic screwdriver. It's the first sonic screwdriver we have ever got from Character Options, so it's just one colour. I think it does look quite nice, completely silver actually. However, these 2 bits that point out at the top here should actually be red instead of silver like the rest of it. because I was looking through pictures of the TV movie recently, and there was one of the 8th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver, and it had red bits at the top, but the actual accessory is just completely silver, as I've pointed out before. But it does look quite nice, completely silver actually, but unfortunately it doesn't really look complete without the red dots, so out of 10 I give the 8th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver a 9 out of 10. Really nice accessory, but it just doesn't look complete without the red dots. And the 8th Doctor's right hand is sculpted to hold this accessory. You just put it in like so. There we go. And there we have our first 8th Doctor figure posing with his sonic screwdriver. And that's all I have to say for this review. I've really enjoyed reviewing this figure, not only because it's our first 8th Doctor figure, but also because this is one of the best figures in the set. Even though I might not be completely satisfied with the sonic screwdriver and the colour of this figure's hair, I think it is an absolutely brilliant figure, and it has definitely been worth the long wait. And as I said before, the 8th Doctor figure gets a 9.5 out of 10, and his sonic screwdriver gets a 9 out of 10. And my next review shall be of the 9th Doctor figure from this set, as played by Christopher Eccleston in 2005.